Today I am making covers because I have found, oh hi guys, how are you doing today? I have found that I have no problem finding, oh those are actually just fresh, finding papers for journals, but I struggle with the cover and then that slows me way down. So I thought if I made a bunch of covers that would be good. So these are the ones I've made so far, and I'm just kind of just making a bunch in this style with the fabric and the recycled paper because that's just one of my favorite covers to work with. So they can just be single journal, single signature journal. So this is, I actually wanted the paint. Pants that my son wore a long time ago that had paints on them, and one of his sweaters, and some Tim Holtz fabric that I love. And this way I can make it last longer if I just put it on like that. So that is the first cover I made. And then this cover has also some Tim Holtz fabric, and which is really pretty. And then it's got this sage ticking in the middle. And I folded over this front piece just to give it a finished look on the front. Even though I don't have, well, I actually folded over the tops and the bottoms on there, just not the end. But I didn't want to cover up the selvage. I like that selvage. So I left this raw on the back. And then we have a finished on the inside on this one. And then the front edge is finished on the outside. And so it's the whole cover is eclectic all by itself. Then here's another part of these jeans that are a nice dark. And then so I used the hem at the bottom on the back to just give it some support, and that way it's finished on the inside, but then it's more raw on the top and bottom and folded over the front to make a more finished front. I love this fabric. A lot of Tim Holtz fabric I love. So I take these envelopes, and I have a bunch of them because I bought a pack of probably like 20, 25, 50, I don't know. I bought a big pack of them, and these are the size 2, and I get 2 journals out of 1. So all I do is one of my, oh shoot, I'm sorry, I'm shaking you all about. Are you still in? I've been having some issues with my cutter, so I thought that maybe I would put on a new blade. And then anyone who has not done that before can see how simple it is. So, I think it's simple. Oh, yeah. You take, this piece comes up like that. So, I push this blue button to push that up. I put an X on it if it's already been used, because I don't want to just put them in the trash. And then I make sure I don't touch the blade and just... Do I have to do, no, I have to pull up, that's why. Pull the correct direction. And then put that back in there and down, and it should work. And I'm also going to go ahead and flip this because it's been a little bit of time. And where is that? Not it, because it would have a screwdriver on the other end. Oh, this will work. This is just a knitting needle I got at a thrift store one time. Just gotta get some, supposed to be able to just get in there under these. That the knitting needle doesn't work. Let's try this all. There we go. Just have to get under there, and then I'm just gonna flip it over, and now I have a new cutting surface and a new blade. So I'll probably have to turn this around that way again before long, because new cutting blade means I'm going to be cutting all stuff up. So I'm just going to cut right below this flap here, just so that I have a nice clean line. I think they end up being like 6 by 9 once they're done. And then I'm going to pull apart my sides, because each side is its own piece. So, and this is the envelope that has that like white recycled stuff in the middle. And then I'm going to cut just on either side of this, make it as flat as I can. Make that as straight as I can. Oh, wow. Having a new blade is nice, although it still didn't get down there very well. And then I'm going to cut on the other side of the, which now I can't see. I don't know why I turned it that way. We're going to move those blades out of the way too, because that's just dangerous. So now I'm just cutting on the other side of where it folds, just to get that fold out of the way. And you can do these with regular dime by 12 envelopes, or a file folder, or whatever you want to use as your inside. You just cut it to the size you want, and then you cut your fabric. Easy peasy. Now, what should we do next? I have so much. Ooh, maybe we'll do this. Oh, it's not that one. This one. So, for this one, because my fabrics are both thinner, I'm going to use this batting on one side, probably the outside, most likely. So, I think I'm just going to do this the easy way right now. I'm just going to glue this on and then cut around. Because sometimes that's easier. This one seems a little bit bigger than the last one, but that's okay. They might end up different sizes depending on what you do. And if I think I'm going to fold around the front, then I'm probably going to want to come over a little bit and not go all the way. I don't like measuring. This is my biggest problem, is that I just don't like measuring. So I'm smoothing that out, and now I only have to cut 3 sides. Don't know where my regular fabric scissors are. I could use my other blade, but I think these scissors are going to work okay for right now for this. If I could keep it. There we go. Try not to cut through the piece that's folded underneath there would be good. So yeah, what are you guys working on today? Sorry, I just like suddenly turned on the camera and I was like, this is what I'm doing, without even saying hi to anybody. Gosh, I'm so rude sometimes. Okay, I'm just going to cut this other side. You don't need to see me cut. I'm going to pause. Normally I would pay a little bit more attention and I would have put these words on the side where the thicker thing was, but I didn't. So there's that. Alright, I'm going to put this one on the outside. And we may or may not put the matching one. I don't like to be too matchy-matchy. I don't know, what do you guys like to be matchy-matchy? I'm going to go a little bit, doesn't cut that way, a little bit beyond what I need. So I'm just cutting all the way down there. And then, I think, I want the stamp down there. Because then that will give me some dark blue here, which makes me tempted to put the jeans on the inside again. But it's so light, although the sweater on the inside might be cute. Let's see. That's there. If I put that up a little bit, and then I can just come around all my edges. So I might do this one a little bit, because why would I do something the same more than once? That would just make sense. I do it different every time just to mess with your heads. No, I don't know. I do whatever it is that is calling for that at the time. So, let's see. Because I was thinking this was going to be rough and I was going to fold this over for the front. Is why I kept that like that. And that would still be cute no matter what I put in the inside. So, this side I'm going to leave open, and these other sides, except I'm going to do it this way, I'm going to fold the other ones over. And this is the salvage edge, so this is going to be the straightest edge. Now I'm taking my glue stick and I'm just going on my tops and my bottoms here. And just folding over. Just to give me a finished edge on something. And I'm going to turn it over and make sure that it's fairly, yeah, I know, I could have, I could have ironed it. I know, I'm aware. I didn't though. So there's that. And then, do I want to go over on this one or do I want to cut it off? Might just go ahead and do that. That gives me a nice clean. I know I could take some bulk out. I don't really care if I take bulk out at this moment. And that is because, okay, which way is up? This way is up, so flip it like this. Where did I put my, there we go. I'm just going to put this here to hold it. It's not glued down right now, but something's going to go over it in a minute. And I was thinking, do I want the sweater? Kinda, sorta want the sweater. Do I want to use up all my sweater? What about this? That's not the right glue. Oh, here's my dark glue ticking. Did I turn you back on or not? Now I kind of want my dark glue ticking. Hold on. What is ticking, you ask? It's just that striped stuff. Let's see. This is coffee dyed striped stuff. And there is some tan and aqua ticking. And this is striped. I don't know if it would be considered ticking or not. I have burgundy, like a deep red ticking and a bright red ticking. I'm addicted. And 3 blue tickings. So, yep, I have issues. I know. Whoops. At least I remembered where they were and didn't go looking through my boxes for 20 minutes. These just kind of hang up in a closet. Seemed like the best way to store them at the time. Actually, it was the best way to store them. Because 1, I remembered where they were, and 2, I remembered where they were. So I think this is the blue ticking I want, because this is a little bit off. It's a little bit more like a French blue, but they're not going to be right next to each other. So, and this is more like a navy blue. This one's like a dark blue. This is like a navy blue, but this has just an almost teal is what this one is. But well, let's see. Let me make sure, because I mean, we've got a little bit of red, but not much. Because actually, if I'm going to put a piece of this on there, I need to make sure that it's gonna, or maybe I won't. We'll use that for another thing, because I kind of want to use ticking today. I mean, I've already used ticking, but I think I'd like ticking on it. It gives it a little bit of strength too. Okay. So, I'm gonna get all. I prefer my ticking to go vertically. Yeah, you're standing up, you're vertical. I'm going to go a little beyond what I think I need. And I don't worry about how much I'm tearing off, because I use it for all kinds of stuff. That one's way off. Let's go ahead and rip that so it's straight. Ooh, let's get these blades out of here. They need to go upstairs with Nathan's needles, so they go in a sharps container. They're sharp, and I don't want. We aren't super fond of our garbage men right now. Not them, it's the company. All right, I want to cut it so that it ooh! I just want to get it to a workable size, basically, is what I'm doing first. Okay. What I could have done, what I could do is I could pull this back and put that underneath, which would give it, but these aren't even, so I'm just going to, put my cover back on my glue for a minute, maybe. This glue's been abused today. I'm gonna cut nice, as straight as I can along this line. I do love me some ticking. So how are you guys doing today? I'm trying to get more videos out. I'm not trying to get them out every day, but somehow or other that seems to be happening this week. By miracles of miracles. Okay. I kind of want to turn this. Might make my life a little easier. So I want to make sure this is straight over here, because that's my straightest edge probably. And I want my stripes to be straight. I don't know about you, but I like my stripes to be straight. And I'm going right up to my edge right here. Go up a little bit. And I'm going to take my marker. I'm going to cut it off so it doesn't matter too much. And it's not too dark. Okay, this is longer than my... Okay. And then I'm going to turn this over here because, well, actually, it's probably be better to do it this way because that's where I started. Okay, so I'm lining up that edge, and I'm lining up this edge, and then I'm going to turn this whole thing over again. Move the glue out of the way because that can get really annoying really fast. And now I can... Okay, let's line that up again. Lining up our line on this side. Lining up our ruler on this side. And not getting little strings stuck under there again. So I didn't need a lot. I only have about 1/4 of an inch there. But it'll work, hopefully. No. At least it's the inside. If it's not perfect, it's not perfect. It'll be perfectly imperfect. Nope, those aren't the scissors I want. I want these. So let's see. I know a couple people told me what they've been working on, which I love. And if you ever want to message me on Etsy and show me what you've been working on, if you don't have a Facebook or YouTube channel that you do videos on. Obviously, you have a YouTube account, but that's not always the same as having a YouTube channel, is it? I'm just cutting right on that line for the most part. But yeah, you can put pictures on in Etsy if you ever eclectic junk drills. If you ever want to show me what you've been working on, I love to see what you guys are working on. Anything, not just stuff that you've made because you saw me watch it. Although seeing something that I made inspired you to do something is pretty awesome. I hope you'll go check out Coffee Paper Scissors. Stephanie. She was inspired to make a scrappy journal, and if you have never watched her, you don't know, but that is like totally out of her comfort zone. She is, yeah. If you're a person that does not like messy desks, then you go watch her, and you'll be happy over there. Just saying. Because, I mean, I'm not saying her desk is perfect all the time, but she's much more organized than I am. And I am impressed with that. I don't work this. We have very different creating styles. One is not better than the other. She makes gorgeous journals. You just, oh my goodness. Go watch the flip through of the Christmas, Homespring Christmas one she just did. Gorgeous. So much gorgeousness. Alright, I think I might have made it a little too long here. I don't want that sticking out. So that means I have to go back through and just cut it just a little bit Oh, but it doesn't have to be. Oh, some of it fits and some of it doesn't. Oh, I hate when that happens. Okay. So, well, it doesn't quite fit. Let's see. What can we do? Yeah, I'm just going to have to go back through and cut off just a smidge off one side. And you know what happens when you do that. You start with a smidge, and then next thing you know, you're like way off. I'm going to go, what am I doing? Like this, so that I can see this side and make sure I don't go too far. Which actually is going to give me a cute little strip of yummy goodness, isn't it? Well, not a whole strip if I don't cut straight the whole way. Or if it's, oh, I think it might have actually just been a little frayed. It's frayed! It's so frayed! Ooh, these are giving me diamonds. I like that. And then I get a little zigzag. It doesn't know what it wants to do. I'm just trying to do this as close to the edge as I can and as straight as I can. Who knows what it'll end up looking like. And I know it's going to be super tedious. And I haven't said anything important, so you probably could have fast forwarded. Probably took like a whole minute. A whole minute on my video just cutting. How sad is that? Alright, I'm going to get this on here as straight as I can. And yeah, cut. Oh, okay. And then I want to make sure I'm in frame, don't I? Little scraps everywhere. See, some people would have thrown away those scraps already, but not me, because I'm special. I just keep it all out there for all to see. Okay. Now, what if instead of coming around the inside, I come out the outside and have that be a little extra blue there? What would that look like? Because remember, I didn't put the this all the way to the edge, so I was thinking if I just fold this edge over, and then okay, I can see a problem that's gonna have is it's gonna be okay. So nope, go this way, but definitely means I can cut this off right about here. I'm going to glue this so it stays where I want it when I sew it. And I am going to sew it, that's why I haven't been like real precise with the glue and stuff. And because I use the ticking, it's a little bit of a thicker glue, a thicker fabric, so those words won't show through it. If I had used that other fabric, the words likely would have shown through. Put a little bit of glue down here. Cut that string off there before it gets sewn in forever. There. I don't mind a little bit of an unfinished edge on the inside, or the what is this? The zigzag. I don't mind that zigzag bit happening there. Ooh, are your eyes hurting yet? Don't look at stripes for too long. Because then I don't mind the salvage edge showing in here either. So what I think will have to happen is I'm going to have to cut off this part here at an angle maybe. Maybe that will work. Where's the rest of it? Is that the best you've got? There. Just because, unless I can get it glued down better, which maybe I can, because it wants to stick out. I don't want it to stick out. Why do I put it all the way back down? That makes no sense. If I'm going to put a cover on it, it doesn't really matter. Nothing really matters. See, I did it again. It's like habit. I put it down. Alright. Now, I want to cut this at an angle, otherwise it is going to stick out like a sore thumb. And nice that I have those nice lines that are hopefully straight for that part. And just put a little bit of glue here and a little bit of glue on this fabric in here, just to get it to stay a little bit. And I'm going to put these on until it's time to sew. And then I've been sewing my covers a little bit differently. Instead of going all the way around 4 sides, well, this one I might go around 4 sides, but I was doing it different because I'm like, well, if I'm going to put corners on it anyway, then what my edges look like don't matter. So this one I went around, and that's where it ends. But these, I went, you know, up on the side and each side and then across. So it's just, you know, each side goes off. It crosses. This one does too. It crosses. So you could do it either way. You could do it where you do just, you know, non-stop all around the edges, or stop at each edge. However you like. Is this the first one we've done? Because I was going to try to sew 2 at a time. This is the first one. Okay, let's do another one. Let's hope it doesn't take all day if I'm doing more than one. Remembering that whatever our thicker fabric we want on this side. Now, what else do we have here for fabric? I took out like all my fabric, in case you're wondering. Let's see. I've got, and then I've got some that I've got like the most. Although I keep wanting to use this sweater because it's winter. And, oh, you know what though? I might use this more for like some front pieces like I did on that other journal. Like this one here, I could use on the front piece. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Thank you. Hold on. If it's here, I had it in the pile, I thought. It would have been at the very bottom of the pile. Where is it? There it is. Mwahaha. This is what I want. So, do I want anything else with this, or do I just want these 2? Because I could do like, oh, I have some duck cloth somewhere, or canvas, or even Austenberg might work a little bit. Just a strip, just to separate some of the, or do the inside of the, that might not matter. Alright, so now I need to figure out which inside and outside. I'll do this one on the outside. And I will do the padding thing on the outside as well, just to make it a little bit softer. So let's start with that. So my thicker fabric will be on this side, and my lighter fabric will be on the inside. So I definitely need to make sure that I do that. And then this one I'm probably just going to put mostly art paper. And we have several artists in my family, so I might even make this a Yankee swap for Mike's family. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. I know, it makes no sense the way I keep turning that. Makes absolutely no sense. Not to me, anyway. I mean, it's more than a $5 gift, but the actual materials I use wouldn't be, you know, more than $5, because I'm only using a little bit of fabric and stuff, and a little bit of everything. I mean, of course, the time I put into it is more than the $5, but hey, so was the time that Joyce put into making all those pies and bread that year, so. And, yeah, those were winners. That's what we were going for. Actually, I think I got the apple pie and nobody fought for it. I was like, woohoo, yay. Or if they did, Mike got it back at the end. Something like that. But yeah, homemade bread and pie. Like, I'm sure Mom could put some peanut butter fudge in the thing too, and people would go for that. Some people are just happy with the $5 popcorn. Which, there's less popcorn in there now. Have you noticed that? The $5 popcorn, they're the same price, but there's less popcorn. Go figure. Hey, at least I can cut this one straight. Do I want to keep a salvage edge on it? That's the, oh, I do, because look, it's got all that on it. So, but that's in the middle. I don't want to go into the middle. But I also like where it says Painter's Palette. But I might just have that be in the back. It'll just go around that back edge there. So, I need to, if I want to go over, then I want to at least come over to this green palette right here. Will it tear straight? That is the question. Yes, it will. Oh, yay. And then I want to overlap at least by a palette on each side, but I might go a palette and a half just to be safe. Okay. And I'm upside down. Don't let me forget that. I'll forget it. I'm putting it upside right. Okay. And then I don't need to do this next part. This part going over, I'll do after I get this piece. And where's the corner? Where's the, I think I got a whole yard of each one, so I should be able to make a few art books. Might do a hardcover here or there. Alright, does this have an up and down? Not really. Okay. I'm going to come in a little bit. It's like thin, like a bed sheet. I loved how these coordinated too. So the Painter's Palette one I saw on Gail Agostinelli's channel. And so I went on Etsy and found it. A different place than where she found it, but that's alright. Do I worry about that? No, because this is just all going to go over. Actually, should I go? No, I don't think so. I think I can just come over with those will be upside down, and that's okay. And these will be a little bit shredded. Or do I want this to be on the inside or the outside of it? That's the question. Can use that somewhere. Guess we'll do it inside. Right? How does Clint do it? I forget. Oh man, I should have. Alright, I guess I'll do it inside because I did not rip that top part and it's not straight and it won't be big enough that way. Yep, more glue. Just using the glue stick. And it will dry some while I sew the first one, so I'm not overly concerned. So I'm going to line it up with the side here. That way I know it's at least straight on one side. And then I kind of smooth it out as I go too. I mean, it's going on weird not smooth paper, but look, it's not straight. I go all that trouble to make it straight and it's not even straight. You'd think it wouldn't be that hard to put it near a front of straight line. It's harder than you think, people. It's harder than you think. Okay. Now, putting glue on this, that's not going to happen. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here, and I got strings everywhere. So if I was going to make a birdie's nest, that'd be the perfect time to do it, wouldn't it? Alright. Just kind of putting some glue on here just to get it to stay. Putting some gloopy glue. It is just getting all gloopy and smushy in there. You'd think it was like 100 degrees in here. It's not. Not even close to 100 degrees. Alright, so let's face up. This one, I think this is how I had it for face up. Try to center it a little bit. So what's nice is like down here I've got my paint palettes, which are fairly straight, so I'm going to start with them. Yes, that should be upside down, right? Going by the top of my palette because this did not rip perfectly straight. But, and here we go. That's the only thing. When you have like stripes and squares and stuff, if you don't get it straight, you'll be able to tell. See, look at that, not straight. That's worked out a little bit better. See, doesn't it look straight up there though? Let's see. Yep, that looks straight. So I'm gonna actually do where it looks straight and not rearrange everything until I have this down like this. I know, real precise stuff here. I don't want this to dry too long before I come in and try to hopefully that's more straight now, and if not, well, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Not too bad. Possible that my whatchamacallit's not real straight. More glue here. I know, I don't do it perfectly. Guess what? I'm okay with that. Perfectly imperfect. And I now have glue all over me. Alright. Can you see? I don't know if you can see. Hopefully you can see down here whatever I'm doing. Alright. Folding that over and sticking it together. And then I'm actually going to, this right here, I'm going to cut at an angle down a little bit. And right here, I'm going to cut at an angle because when it folds, it shows. Glue there, and probably come in a little bit more up here, and it's going to wrinkle there, and I don't care. I just have to be happy with it. There. Well, now what did I do with, here's one. And take off the middle of that one. Whee. Okay, now I'm going to put a little bit of glue here. I'm actually going to fold this in a little bit more than it there. And a little bit of glue here, and also going to come over a little bit like that, just so that when I fold it like this, it's at an angle a little bit. See, if I had gone over this, go over like this with these, they would have a nice clean edge inside, which I'm not going to go back and do for everything, but I am going to do for this front piece because I'm random like that. As much as I do like consistency on some things, apparently I don't have to have it with my covers. Well, the thing is, here I could put a pocket, or I could just put, I don't know, I could put something. And this I would consider like a finished edge, sort of. So let's see, do I want to do that here now? This is the beauty of using the glue stick, is that if I then want to come back in and do something, it's not the end of the world as we know it. Oh, you know what I'm going to have a problem with? Is that my fabric on the inside is just too, whatchamacallit. That's all. Alright. So, I can fix it, or I could leave it, or I could see these little strips of denim, which would be kind of cute. I mean, I might want to straighten it a little bit. I could put a pocket down here. Ooh, a denim pocket? I don't want to cover too much of it, though. Where's my denim? denim. Or, oh wait, oh, I don't actually even have a clue where the other stuff is. So let's look for the denim. There's a pair of jeans down here somewhere. Oh, I could do this light denim. That might be cute too. Oh, let me go this way because there's a salvage edge. And what I might do though, how tall do I want it? I don't know, it doesn't need to be very tall. So now what I might do is take a piece of cardstock and glue it onto the cardstock, and then get it on there, and then when I glue around the whole thing, it'll get glued on. So then I just want to figure out what I want to do up here. Which, do I want to do the dark denim up there, or just wait and figure it out later? It's not even gonna, I don't really want to cover that much though. Let's try this. Let's just try making some little blue strips just to look pretty and cute. Is that the front or the back? I don't know. It's not even straight. Should I just leave it? Should I just leave it as is? Or should I make it, finish it somehow? I'm going to figure it out later. That's what I'm going to do. Alright. It's going to be an on-the-fly thing I figure out when I'm decorating it. That's what's going to happen. So, I've got these two to sew. And I will have 5 journals I can fill. Oh, sorry, you're going to, hold on, I should pause you for a second. Okay, I don't know how much you'll be able to see because you're right in my face. I'm going to do this one first. And I just have my brown thread in there. I feel like brown is easy peasy, ready to go. So, I think I might start with my front piece and do like I did the other couple where I just went up and down. Oh, and I was gonna do, well, now it's gonna be a straight stitch. Guess what? I'm gonna put my needle up. And alright, I started on the left side. And I'm going to go back down to 0 again. That way, if I do, so I did it so that I had a little straight and then that. Now I'm going to go this way. And I started with a straight stitch, so I think I'll keep with a straight stitch. And now I'm going to do the top part, and then I'll do the back side. Move those strings out of the way. Oh, did I? Nope. Okay, for a second I thought I was out of, I thought my string broke for a second. Now I'm going to do this last side right here. What did I do in here? Hey, did okay. I covered everything. Okay. So I'm going to go I'm going to do like I did before, just up a little bit higher. What did I do? I did 2.5, I think. Yep. Straighten it out. And make sure when you switch from straight stitch to zigzag and back, you need to make sure your needle is up or you will break your needle. Important tip. So that one is ready to go. We've got nice crinkly sound, a nice sturdy inside, and did we do? Yeah, we did the soft in here, right? Did we or didn't we? I think we did. I didn't do the soft on the blue one. That's the other one. All right, this one is a lot thinner because it doesn't have any utility fabric on it. Let's see. This is not straight back here. Oh no, we're gonna live with it. That's why we're gonna make sure we remember our zigzag stitch this time. I'm gonna do 3. All right. Put my needle back up. Whoops. That's not too bad. I mean, it's not perfectly straight. What I'm thinking about doing though, I know it's the back. It's not as important. It looks a little bit straighter on the front. I'll do it when everything else is sewn down. Then I'll do what I'm thinking. I like these sometimes. I don't know that I really have to go back at the end because they're going to cross each other. But I do, just because it's a cover and a lot's going to happen to it. And I'm going to go across the top side. It's easier if you don't have stuff on your desk. And last but not least, the front again. Or this is actually the back, but no, I did start with the front. I didn't even realize it. Okay, you have to have the fabric under the foot. Okay, I'm just gonna have a big mess on that corner, and good thing it's the back corner. And if I put book corners on it, it won't matter. This is my first time trying to use this fabric, so now I can try to be a little more careful next time. Let's see. I might. It's an artsy fartsy one, right? Do I want to do my own, or do I want to do... That's the I don't want to have it be super wide. Maybe a little wider than that. I don't know. I have it at like 2 and 3.5. I don't know what that's going to do. But I do know, whoops, that I need to start with the fabric under there. Alright, I'm doing a back and forth over the zigzag. What I call Oh, guess what? My thread broke. How far along did my thread break? That's the question. Well, before I started doing this one, which I think I actually want to do more like a 4. Okay. Pulling this out. Ugh. I'm going to see. So I'm going under this part back here, under this part here, around here, and pull that up. Whoops, pull that up there so I go around it. Going through this little thing, and then with me, make sure that's all the way to the top. Going around there, doing that. I love this threader. It's so much easier than trying to use my eyeballs, because they kind of suck anyway. I appreciate you eyeballs, but you're not the best right now. Now, it goes under there, and we still have bobbin. Okay, let's try this again. Let's start on the back, just in case. I'm gonna make sure I start above where all that mess is. Kind of. Okay, now we're above. And go up and turn, come back over a little bit, and we're down. And how do I like it? I don't hate it. I'm so close though. Might go a little bit lower next time. One more. Yeah, let's take a look at that. Let's see. I might go one more time and hope that it's not perfectly lined up. Oh, I know how to make it not perfectly lined up. Good. We'll just put up 2 by 2. And coming in a little bit more than I wanted to before. Go over a little bit. No, I'm going to go over that 16th of an inch. I can see the fabric down. Okay, that's the difference. Not much different. Alright. So now there's 2, and they're just a little bit different because I changed the thing on them. Plus we have the zigzag, and that's what it looks like on the inside. So now that I have my rough edges, I'm not so worried about it because it's kind of crazy on the thing there. Oh, so now I have 2 more covers to use. And I may or may not use a piece of this on the front here. Oh, I wonder if I could find like a couple real paint brushes. Like, well, not this tall, but you know, like some small ones. I could just kind of do a cross in the middle with a piece of this painty, crazy painty fabric. That'd be cool. And then I would sew this And yeah, you'll see when I finally figure out what I want to do, but that's kind of an idea, isn't it? So now I have these two. Well, I love these as covers. Sometimes you'll get them in the mail from Amazon. Don't get rid of them. Sometimes I might even, if I'm sending somebody a something that will fit in one of these, because that's the thing, is they're not like regular size, but sometimes I will go ahead and put it in one of those so they can use it. So there's that one. I really like my denim, don't I? Look at that. Favorite pair of my son's pants that he got some. So yeah. See, I love them. I love them. I love them. And where he goes, I'll follow. I'll follow. I'll follow. Yeah, I have a feeling that Mija is going to want one like this, because it's got one of Joel's old sweaters and Joel's old pants, and then she can use it to keep memories of she and Joel. Although I actually have permission to use her name. Her name's Andrea. We love her. She's awesome. So, and she gets to meet Joel's grandparents in the beginning of December before she takes her trip. So, yes, they've been trying to spend as much time as possible together because she's going away for Christmas. But Mike and I went, you know, we were separated our first Christmas too. It's all good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 journals I get to fill. I'm so excited. So next video I'll probably, or one of the upcoming videos, I can't promise it's the next one. You should be very disappointed if it's not, right? I'll show you the pages I pick. And I'll try to save one to just pick the pages as you're there, and because sometimes that's what I do. I just like, oh, do it like a scrappy journal, but a real journal. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, y'all have a delightful day, and I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to be making some more journal covers. I'm just not sure what kind, because I would like to have a stash of journal covers, because they're not my favorite thing to do. Like, I like it when they're done. I like picking out the stuff, but, you know, they take time. So, anyway, love you guys. Bye.